Could you stop, please? No. Could you stop? No. Thank you. I'm getting all this. You're a bitch. Oh, gee. I did not get paid enough for this. Exactly. And you're thank you. You're a bitch. You're yeah. I got this on video. Me too.
So that's a video that went viral of a student in Kentucky assaulting students and a student employee while repeatedly saying a racial slur. You can probably guess which one by the fact that we had to bleep it out. Anyway, identified as Sophia Rosing, a 22-year-old arrested on charges of intoxication in a public place, third-degree assault on a police officer because the assault continued after the video, fourth-degree assault and second-degree disorderly conduct, being held on a $10,000 bond. Anyway, the student has apparently, depending on who you talk to, been forced out of school. You have the university president saying that the student employee victim acted with professionalism, restraint, and discretion. And I think based on what we can see in the video, that is definitely the case. Like, you are having to not only defend yourself from an attempted, albeit slow, physical assault, but also you're having a person repeatedly yell the N-word at you. Like, that is not what this student signed up for when choosing to do that position. Anyway, the student success teams at the university are apparently reaching out to student victims who are subject to that. They say, we condemn this behavior, we will not tolerate it under any circumstances, but they didn't want to give much more information about what was going on, while they apparently acknowledge that there have been a number of different racist instances of harassment and violence at the university. She apparently also was identified as a campus sponsor for Dillard and has apparently been fired from the job. She had, I guess, posted on social media saying that she's not a racist, she was just under the influence and doesn't want to lose everything. So Dillard's apparently doesn't condone this behavior, they say. Her relationship has been terminated immediately. So Dan, obviously, I care, as I always say, less about the individual than I do about what the individual behavior represents. But that said, this is an individual who, under the guise of just like, I guess I'm drunk, I can do this stuff now, saying you're not a racist. I don't know, we saw the video. That doesn't seem super convincing to me.
Yeah, I need to check an alcohol bottle next time I'm drinking and see if the Surgeon General's warning says anything about racism. I think that's what always, I see these stories and I'm like, okay, racism in America, I'm numb to it. Racism at colleges, I'm numb to it. A white woman trying to use their tears to make a black person's life more miserable. Okay, like song and dance in America, totally sure. But nope, we found something that pisses me off more. The fact that she takes it, oh no, I'm not a racist. Blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on the alcohol. No, dude, like that's ridiculous. Like, I hated it when you had Roseanne Barr blame her tangents and all the other things on her medication. I hate it when people say, oh, Kanye West being anti-Semitic, that's just his bipolar, okay? I hate when we keep conflating things that have nothing to do with an individual's behavior, and we don't go, oh wow, you're just absolutely not taking responsibility for you being caught on camera misbehaving. Because drugs, alcohol, being bipolar, it does not turn you into a different person. It takes what's already there. It takes what's already in your brain. So we need to start asking people to be accountable for their actions and not just saying, oh no, it's what I drank, it's what I did. This isn't the real me. That's the real you. It's on video, 4K, Ultra HD.
Do you understand that none of you will get
it that way?
Do you guys understand the consequences of what you've just done?
No.
You guys are not going to get into a college. You guys are not going to get any scholarships because this is a hate crime.
We all dropped out of high school. It's okay.
I still don't think it's appropriate for you guys to be doing this. It's really not funny.
That is video that was posted to TikTok by the account Stinky Ugly Rat just on Tuesday. It's been viewed more than 10,000 times. And it's a couple of individuals who are just the coolest, who've dressed up for Halloween in blackface, if you can't tell, and gone to a Walmart. So they weren't content to just do this by themselves or go to a party to be surrounded by other idiots. They wanted to go to a place where random strangers could watch them parading around in prison jumpsuits with blackface. Jared, what do you think?
hateful people think that hate is funny because that's who they are. Everyone likes to have a little bit of comedic value in their life, a little bit of joy. But if hate brings you joy, real normal joyful things like pets we just talked about are to be hated. If you're filled with so much rage and anger, the only thing that makes you happy is projecting a little bit of that on others. They were very giddy that lady went up and said, "Do you guys understand what you're doing?" Yeah. You're mad, huh? You're mad, huh? That's where the joy comes from, in angering other people, or which they think is actually hurting other people until they get hurt. Then suddenly they're the victims. Then we got reverse white racism. Then we got everybody coming for us. That was the whole point about this whole thing. Be the people who are hateful and attack others. And then once those folks have had enough of it, now you're the victim. It's a good merry-go-round that they go around. And we dropped out of high school anyway. Definitely not a surprise if that's the case. But I thought those people were slackers and losers that drop out of high school or have issues in college. It's okay here though. We've got blackface on. Isn't it funny?
Yeah, isn't it fun? Think about, obviously it's hateful and it's ignorant and all that, but think about how sheltered you must be to do something like that. Have they never met a non-white person in their life? To think that it's funny, to think that it's a joke, or to think we're gonna go out there and I honestly don't know which is worse. To think, well, I'm obviously not gonna see a black person, I'm not gonna have to deal with that. Or that they think that they will, and they want people of color to see them in whiteface. I'm gonna try very hard not to swear about what I think about these people, because all my life I've known people like that. And bear in mind, it wasn't just guys. There were young girls with them. The guys especially, they were the ones actually in the blackface. I've known guys like that are just so endlessly stupid and happy with themselves, so proud of themselves and their ignorance and their hatred. I don't know which of those is worse.